Hello world. So why am I doing a YouTube channel? Aren't there already enough resources out there for saxophonists and jazz improvisation students? And the answer is, yeah, there are definitely enough resources out there with these topics. If I had a sliver of this information available to me when I was a developing player, I would be a much better player and a much more interesting musician today. Having access to all of these free lessons and master classes is absolutely game-changing for the players today. I don't think they realize how lucky they are. When I was a kid developing in the 90s as a saxophone player, I didn't know what any of my heroes looked like. I had a biography book about Charlie Parker, so I kind of had some pictures of him in there, but anybody else, I didn't know what they looked like. I'm not going to go snooping around in a library, and I didn't have a record player, so I didn't have LPs that had nice pictures on them. But today, the kids have access to a lot of their jazz heroes with just the click of a button. It's absolutely game-changing. So why am I doing a YouTube channel? There are much better players out there. There are much better teachers out there. And the answer is, I had a heart-to-heart with myself a few weeks ago, and I came to a realization. I'm going to die. And while this may sound morbid, I'm now in my 40s, and people die all the time. Musicians I worked with as a kid are dying. They are here one day, answering the phone, and they die the next day. This is happening. People are missing steps when they walk down a staircase and dying. People are getting in their cars, texting their loved one goodbye, if they're lucky, and dying. People are getting frickin' viruses that are killing them. And to be honest, I haven't left any information behind. Maybe it's a little selfish to think that I need to leave something behind, but I don't have kids. I don't have a lot of students. I'm a player, not a teacher, so I have a couple of students, but not a nice whole group of young impressionable minds for me to toss my improvisation seeds on. That's not there. I had an audition last month where I needed to submit videos of my playing and a resume. And this band is absolutely world-class professional, and there's no chance I'm going to get the gig because there were 1,000 applicants. But that's besides the point. I did it anyways. I said, I'm a professional saxophonist. I need to apply for this. In the process of applying for this, I realized how much I haven't done. On my resume, I have some great Motown bands listed, and a really excellent working band from Detroit listed. And I was on the cruise ships for a couple of years. But that's it. That was all in my early 20s. I don't have a record with my name on it. I'm not even playing any jazz festivals under my own name. I'm at a bit of a disadvantage that way. When I was 27, I started playing piano and singing so that I could make some money and survive in the music business. That led to playing guitar and singing and making money. That led to putting together commercial bands for corporate events and weddings. And it's great, and I made money doing it, and it's how I've survived. But this isn't the kind of stuff I can put on a resume for a world-class jazz organization. They want to see, jazz. Like, you're focused in this. This is an art thing, you know? I don't know if anything I say in this channel is going to be interesting. It may completely bore people, and this may be the last video you ever watch. But at the same time, maybe in 50 years, my great nephew logs on to YouTube and says, hey, check this out. This is my great uncle, and this is what he was doing. And he shows one of his friends, and one of his friends says, you know, saxophone looks kind of cool. It's kind of, you know, kind of passe, like classical music, you know. It's passe. It's from another world. But maybe it turns somebody onto this stuff. Like, I guess that's honestly good enough for me, just having that. So at least if I'm biking home tonight from the practice room and I get hit by a car and I die, I left a couple of things out there on YouTube. That's about it. Please leave me some comments, and please leave me some suggestions of things you'd like to hear me talk or rant about. I am full of opinions, and I'm very happy to share them with you. Ciao.